So let's talk about variables. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do Control S. We're going to navigate to our lessons folder. Save this as variables.js, which is JavaScript. So, alright, so what is it? What is a variable? A variable is a placeholder in memory. It allows us to store and manipulate data, and this is very important. Why do we use it? Well, think about this. Without the ability to store and reference data, there's little that we can do. For instance, imagine trying to remember a name of someone you know, but you lack the ability to store his name in your memory. I know this hasn't happened to me. Well, how do we use it? In JavaScript, it's pretty simple. We just use the keyword var and type out our variable name. Now, with variables, you can store a few different data types, such as a string, number, boolean, array, and object. We'll get to arrays and objects in another video. So, are you ready to begin? Let's start out with our programming rite of passage. So we're going to type out console.log, and whatever we put in here will output to the console. So let's write out our first hello world. And what we're going to do is go up to this little green arrow, click run, and here we go, hello world. And you can ignore these two things. What we're interested in is right here, hello world. So, alright, so we printed out our first thing. So congratulations, you are now programming. So let's take this a little further. Let's imagine we have a man. His name is John. Alright, next we have his address. His address is 123 Pine Street. What else do we know about him? Well, we know his age. His age is 25. And we're going to have one more thing. We're going to see whether or not he likes pizza. True. Alright, so let's talk about what we just wrote down. And we're going to just do a Control S to save. So we created a few different variables. So name and address, those are strings. The variable age is a number. The variable likes pizza is a boolean. And a boolean can be either true or false. So let's console log out these variables and see what we get. So when we console log, what we want to do is we're going to reference name, which now we have in memory as John. So we're going to say that whatever is in name, they live at address, and also we're going to say name is age, and he. Now this next part, don't worry too much about it, but I want to expose this concept to you early. So just follow along, and we're going to say likes pizza, and we have auto fill in from Visual Studio Code. So you just press enter and it comes out. We're going to put a question mark, and in quotes we're going to say likes pizza. Then we're going to put a colon, and we're going to say doesn't like pizza. Pizza. So, what do you think is going to happen? I don't know. Let's run it. Alright, so it looks like it behaved correctly. So we see John lives at 123 Pine Street, and John is 25. He likes pizza. So here we have an example of how we can use variables and reference them. In the next lesson, we're going to be talking about arrays.